Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos. And now today I have for you a Sirenorca deck, which we're just gonna call her Siren from now on because that's just easier for your boy. But this is an OTK deck. If you're not familiar with Sirenorca, because probably nobody ever uses it, if you control both fish and winged beast type monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand, and when you do, you can declare a level from 3 to 5. The level of all monsters you currently control become the declare level. If you activate this effect, monsters you control cannot activate their effects for the rest of this turn except water monsters. That last part is not really relevant. Now the change of the level is what makes this deck an OTK deck. We're gonna make all of our monsters level 5, and we're running beatdown, so that's gonna give us a 900 boost attack when we activate our skill, which you know can OTK in most cases if you're able to clear the field off of back row. So we have 3 of them. I know most of you are not gonna have 3. I just got super lucky in the DD Tower event, if you guys saw the pack opening, or you know, the draw, whatever. I got 2 of them, so that's why I made this deck mainly. It's just a meme deck, it's not something competitive. I just wanted to use this card. So the main engine of this deck is the 3 Sirenorca, the 3 Sacred Crane, and 3 Golden Flying Fish. Now that's gonna be your fish and your winged beast monster. The reason why I went with these 2 is because they're light, and that way I can use this card that you rarely see being used as well. Photon Lead. Special summon 1 level 4 or lower light monster from your hand in face-up attack position. So this lets you summon both of them during the same turn, so that you can go for your OTK play. The real cool thing, or you know, synergy with this card and Sacred Crane is that when Sacred Crane is special summoned, you get to draw a card. So that's a really cool interaction there. We have the Giant Trunade, which is it helps you with the back row. It's also a key component of the deck. And the MVP of the deck is Swamp Mirror. Now this card is so good. I don't have my 3rd one yet. I wish I did. And in this deck, it's just amazing. It's a trap card monster. It says activate this card by declaring 1 monster type and 1 attribute. Special summon this card as a normal monster, level 4, 1800 attack, 1000 defense with that type and attribute. So what this lets you do is that if you only have your Golden Flying Fish, you summon this and you call Wing Beast. If you only have your Sacred Crane, you summon this and you call Fish. And then you can special summon your Sirenorca. A really cool interaction, but it is a trap, so it's a little bit slow. We have 1 powerful rebirth that didn't come up at all. 3 super rush that could arguably be changed to enemy controllers. Enemy controllers always good in an OTK deck because you can go for the econ cheese. But I went with super rush just to try to keep my Sacred Crane or Golden Flying Fish alive for a turn if I don't have my Photon Lead to special summon the other one. Aurora Wing was added as a last thing. She didn't really come up at all. It's another card that you could arguably replace with something else, especially if you have a 3rd Swamp Mirror. But anyway, that's gonna be it for the deck list. Let's go ahead and show you this replays. I was pretty happy with my pulls. You know, on that last, it was like 180 orbs or something like that. The only thing I was going for was that water pack, so I kept resetting the box as soon as I got it. And I also got a prismatic metamorph, which is always nice. So we're going up against Bandit Keith, running balance. We have a pretty rough opening hand, but we do have half over combo in Swamp Mirror, and we have Photon Lead, so if we can get our Sacred Crane, that would be nice. I go ahead and summon my Swamp Mirror, and I call Water Attribute so that I get the 200 boost attack from a Legendary Ocean. That's also another really cool thing. If you're going up against, you know, like Power of Dark or Fuel to the Warriors, you can call whatever attribute and type you need to take advantage of that as well. So he decides not to run into my monster with Abyss Soldier, and even if he did, I had to super rush. We see C stealth attack, and that's completely fine. He's not controlling a level 5 or higher monster, so all he can do is protect one of his monsters. Gonna go for Photon Lead, and this is the synergy I was telling you about. You get to draw 1 card, pick up Giant Trunade, special summon my Siren. They all become level 5s, and so then the beatdown is gonna boost them up by oh wait, I'm sorry. Normally I would get a 900 attack boost, but the legendary ocean is keeping these two monsters at level 4, which is a little unfortunate, but I still have lethal. Well, my opponent has two choices: either he lets me destroy both monsters, or he doesn't do math, saves one of them, and then gets OTK'd, which is what he goes for. Pretty easy win there. I got lucky that he didn't draw a level 5. Although, to be fair, I had a super rush that I could have used to force him to tag the monster out. This next duel is against Odeon, which I haven't seen much of in the ladder. I actually don't remember what this guy was playing. We're going first. Once again, we have our Swamp Mirror and a Photon lead, but other than that, it's a pretty rough opening hand. I decided to take the 1900. Again, I'm not really worried about life points. If I don't get my combo, I'm gonna lose, whether I save my life points or not. So I just take the damage. He doesn't set any back row, and that tells me I can win the game. I pick up golden flying fish. This time we call the opposite. We call Wing Beast. Summon the Orca, and now we have the full 900 attack boost. Look at that, 31, 26, 27. Easy game, my boys, easy game. We got a Valiant Crawler next. And this duel, my opponent could have won this duel very easily, but I did a pretty clutch play, and I'm gonna explain to you what I did. But we're going first. I wasn't sure what this was. This could have been either Hasty or Sacred Phoenix, so the only thing I could do was set my Swamp Mirror. I was afraid of the Gyoku. I didn't see the Gyoku. I see that it's Phoenix, and I'm feeling better about my chances. I already have my Golden Flying Fish and my Sirenorca in hand, so all I need to do is take the damage if he can OTK me, and I'll be able to OTK him during my turn. He summons Yashka, hits me for 1800, and I go for my play. We're gonna call Wing Beast, special summon the Sirenorca, get them all to level 5, go for the beatdown. Now this is where my opponent makes a crucial mistake. I attack with my first monster, Swamp Mirror, and he activates Sphere Krivo. Now why is that a misplay? Because if he lets me destroy this Fire King avatar, he's gonna destroy his field spell, so his Phoenix is gonna stay on the field during the next turn. But because he used the Sphere Krivo, I don't have to attack anymore. I know his Phoenix is gonna come back, it's gonna destroy the field spell, and it's gonna clear the field out. So that's exactly what I do. I end my turn after he uses that. Phoenix is gonna come back, destroy the field spell. He's gonna lose his field. I lose my Swamp Mirror, which sucks. But with Sea Exile Force right here, it's gonna destroy my Sirenorca. Now, one thing I didn't mention is that the level effect, it's permanent. So I have a level 5 Golden Flying Fish. I got another Flying Fish in my hand. The 300 boost on both of them is gonna give me exact lethal, and I win the game. And all he had to do was wait until I destroyed his monster, to activate the Krivo. So I definitely think that was a misplay in his part. We got what was this? Paradox Brothers? I don't actually remember this one. Was it Burn? I don't think I went up against Burn. Restart. Oh, yeah, that's right, it was Magnets. This was a weird duel. I have my full combo here, and the cool thing is that I have Swamp Mirror, so even if he destroys one of my monsters, I still have a backup. I can call whatever I need. So he has full back row and has a bet at the Magnet Warrior. I set my Super Rush, I set my Swamp Mirror, and give him the initiative. We see the Super Rush. Now, the whole time I was gonna let him crash. I didn't want to use my Super Rush because, like I said, I had a backup fish face down. So you know, I was okay with the trade-off. He ends up using Super Rush, and that's actually really good, because had I used my Super Rush, his goes off first, so I just waste it. We're gonna summon Sacred Crane, call Fish on the Swamp Mirror, go for the beatdown play, and we're gonna see the enemy controller when I attack with Sacred Crane. What does that tell me? That tells me that he has Super Rush here, because otherwise this play would have been Econ take. So I go ahead and attack with my Swamp Mirror. We're gonna see the Super Rush. I activate the one from hand, destroy that, get it out of here, hit him for 31, and then he just scoops. So the game could have gone completely different had he had a Wall of Disruption. So I did get pretty lucky there that his back row was just enemy controllers and Super Rush. This is gonna be the last duel. Going up against Meiko Tsunami. Is this a fish deck? This might have been a flying fish deck. We see the Umi. I just set my Swamp Mirror. Like I said, it's a really safe play turn 1, because unless your opponent can OTK you, you're not gonna have to flip your Swamp Mirror. You're gonna have that monster that you need in order to summon your Siren, and that's exactly what I do. I call Wing Beast since I have a fish on the field. I mean on my hand. Go for the beatdown. Gishki Aerial, he's gonna search Levianima, so this is Gishki actually. And unfortunately for me, he does have the Sphere Karibo. I could sense the delay whenever I attack with both of my monsters. So because I knew that there was a Sphere Karibo, I didn't attack with my Sirenorca. Otherwise, it would have been really easy for him to get over a 1000 defense monster. So instead, I know he has a Karibo, and I keep my Sirenorca in attack mode. And that comes in pretty clutch, because he can only destroy one of my monsters. He either has to go for the Flying Fish, or he has to go for my Sirenorca. He goes for the Orca, and that pretty much guarantees the win for me, because I have another fish in my hand, so I can just summon that, activate Golden Flying Fish, destroy the Levianima, special summon my Siren, go for the play once again, and he doesn't bother with the Karibo because I have 3 attacks. We get the W. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Again, this deck is not competitive. It's just something fun that I wanted to put together using the Sirenorca, since I got 3 of it. I didn't want him to just sit there. Wanted to try and make something with the card. So thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description, along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate that, and till next time.